What's up, my beautiful people? Welcome back to See It Through My Eyes, the podcast with four weirdos that got nothing better else to do and to sit around and looking at each other looking dumb. Today, first of all, we have been on a slight hiatus due to some issues. First and foremost, me and Omar recently lost a cousin of ours, real close family members, first cousin. So first and foremost, rest in peace, Javi. We love you and we miss you, buddy. And we're thinking about you. With that being said, also, as everybody is aware, I'm pretty sure that watches the news, there's a lot going on around the world. The Palestine-Israel crisis is one of them, but there are other wars and crises that unfortunately are also happening, and also unfortunately don't get much coverage. So, not to get any, into the political stuff here, we do not talk about like that, but our deepest condolences and our prayers for hopefully find some peace and for all the victims and anybody, all the loved ones of the victims in all these wars. Hopefully there will be peace and hopefully you guys will get through all this. So love and blessings to all of you guys. With that being said, welcome back to our channel, guys. As you guys know me, I'm Richie, here with my brother Omar, my cousin Jesus, and my good friend Ian, black man. He has many names. He's Batman. So today we are finishing up the third and final episode of the 3-episode series that we had started back in, I think, June, about our journeys throughout school. So the first 2 episodes, the first one being about middle school / elementary school, and the second episode that we left off on was about high school. This one will be about our college / university experience. Now, disclaimer, me, Ian, and Jesus are no longer in school, at least for the time being. I'm not sure about the other two. I do eventually want to go back into school, but we'll see about that. But Omar is currently attending, what is it, Omar? University or college?
University.
There you go. So everybody should have a very interesting and unique perspective and story, and I want to be able to give that time for everybody to speak about. But real quick, just a check-in. How you guys doing today?
I'm doing okay. I'm like really tired, but it's okay because I'm here with you guys, and honestly, I hope that we get tons of energy off of each other.
You had a long journey getting here.
Oh yes.
A long journey.
What about you guys? How are you guys doing?
Well, I feel this is kind of deja vu, but I feel great. I had a great day at work. I bullshit half the day, but that was just the beautiful part of corporate America, 9 to 5. But yeah, I'm fine. I'm happy. A little horny, but can't do nothing about that.
Well, you can, but
Yeah, well, not in front of you guys. Well, maybe Ian.
I am Black Man. Hey, wait a minute. I thought it was Batman, not Black Man. But I've been doing good.
sounding like Nightwing.
Stupid.
Go ahead, Ian.
What?
How are you, Jesus?
I'm good. Been doing nothing, just working. Job hasn't gotten rid of me, so I must be doing something right. It's been a minute since we've been here, guys. Nice to be back.
We missed doing this. We talked about it a little bit ago. We missed this and excited to be back and excited to be doing this. Also wanted to give a quick shout out to our 2 new subscribers, my friend Hasim from Pakistan and my boy David from Zambia. Thank you guys, and hopefully to all our new subscribers and everybody who is supporting us, you guys are enjoying the content as we are enjoying making it, and will continue to support us and moving forward. So with that being said, guys, I want to first start kind of a little introduction into what our college / university careers and paths have been. So kind of going off by, when did you start school? How long, after high school did you guys start college? And what was your initial major? And if you guys want to also share the reason why you guys stepped away from school or stepped away and came back, in your case, Omar, you can also share that. So anybody want to go first, or do I go first? Wow, we should have really picked this up.
Well,
Let Omar go first because
Yeah,
he's
there you
active, like
Go ahead,
in
Omar.
school.
well, hi guys.
Hi.
Hi guys. Well, like my brother said, I am currently in school.
He's a junior.
I'm a junior. I actually, right after high school, I went to a university 3 hours away from here, and I originally went in for psychology. I made it all the way to sophomore year, but of course, being a first-time generation, not really knowing much, first time moving away from family so far away, not having a good support team, I just didn't make it my first go around. And maybe another, let's see, 8 years later, I decided to go back to school because where I work are paying for my school at the moment. I was not expecting to go back to school, honestly. But since my workplace has said that either I take school or I take a small ass promotion of only $10,000. But I did the math. The school cost 40 grand a year, so I just saved myself quite a bit of money in the long run. I'm studying right now accounting and financing to go into my master's and get an economics degree to go towards an investment banking role for inside the banking industry. Ian?
Well, hold up. Real quick, since you are the only active student right now, I know it's kind of a loaded question. Well, you could, answer however you want it. So tell me about, I know we talked about it outside, obviously, out of the podcast, about kind of how your feelings towards kind of going back into school. You want to share a little bit about how it feels to kind of, the long gap of time that you spent outside of school, how it feels to kind of be back, and also, having to go back. How has that experience been so far?
Yeah, honestly, the fact that I had to go back to school, being away for so long, felt really weird. I was grateful enough to do online school, which actually has a variety of people that are my age, that are older, that are coming back to school, same as myself. And yeah, it's at first it felt pretty weird. I wasn't used to it. I'm more street smart than actual book smart. So that was a very interesting thing. Well, would I ever recommend it for someone to go back to school? Of course. But here's my one thing: if you're gonna go back, make sure it's something you know it's gonna make money. Unfortunately, we don't live in that day and age where you can say, I'm going to school to do something I want to do. If you're gonna pay money for it, honestly, pick something that's gonna make you money, and then work on your dream on the side.
Good stuff. So Ian, you were about to talk before I interrupted you. How about you? You want me to repeat what I asked?
Sure.
Okay, so first, when did you start? Kind of like the year. You don't have to give me the exact date. But after graduating from high school, like how long did it take you to start? And the initial major that you went for? And kind of, if you want to share also what made you step away. The reasons why, and if you plan to go back. I know it's like 4 questions. If you want me to repeat them, just let me know.
All right. So, I didn't hesitate. Like, we graduated in 2013, and literally, like, immediately after that, I went to I started off at junior college because it just seemed like a better financial move. I wasn't really ready for like a university setting, and not to mention it was a little bit more cost efficient. So I ended up going to a junior college first. My original degree route, that was to be a wildlife biologist, because I'm about to say, anybody that knows me personally knows, like, I do dabble like in biological science, specifically, stuff that deals with like animals and things like that. And so I chose that as a major, not really because, I just thought it was something I was good at, but more or less the teachers, parents, it's college. You're just getting out of high school. And to be honest, I honestly wasn't really sure what to do, but they were the adults. So they said you were good at it. So I just kind of took that. What happened for me walking away from it was, during that path, I learned a lot, and I'm blessed that I got my associates in science with honors out of it. I got the degree, and I'm literally the first one in my family to do it. But it's just I walked away from it because that just wasn't the path for me. Like, I honestly didn't have a clue what I wanted to do. I only chose it because it just seemed like I was good at it, and the teachers were saying you were good at it. So looking back on then, in college, I'll toss this out later, but it's okay to not know. But there is this kind of feeling of, if I don't know what I'm going to college for, something's wrong with me. But I mean, to be honest, I think you're in the right spot. You just don't know. But anyway, I decided to walk away from it because I was just like, it was the time it took for me to get that degree and all of that. It was just a lot, especially when it's like, I don't even know what I was going to do with it. And even today, I still don't use it. So, yeah, that's at least on my end. And then, in regards to if I'm going to go back, to be honest, I can see it for me. There's a new direction that I'm shifting into. And I do feel like me going back to school has to be a part of the plan, but I'm learning that I can't just make that choice out of just, I have to. It has to be a reason for me to. I'm not about to throw myself in school, like Omar said, just because, you got to get something done. You got to do something, keep yourself busy. No, I got to have a real sincere reason to like go back to school. And then right now, financially, I'm a little strapped. Ain't nobody got funds to be doing all that fast food and stuff. So, I mean, if it is in the cards for my life to go back to school, then life itself is going to have to make that as an option. That's out of my control right now.
Good stuff. So, Mr. Jesus, you want to go? You want me to repeat the questions?
Sure, please.
Okay, so 4 questions. When did you, again, same thing I asked them, you don't have to give me the exact date, but when started your college life? How long after you graduated from high school? What was your initial major? And if you want to share the reason why you stepped away from school, and if you do plan to go back to school.
So for me, I finished high school in 2015, and it took me until the fall of 2016 to start.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I was missing a lot of life skills. And so I went to a program at IPE Wood in order to learn some life skills that I felt that I was missing. And so, let's see, you also asked about the first major, right?
Yeah, your initial major.
So the initial major that I had chosen was writing. Just like Ian said, I was told that I was like good at it, or at least decent enough. And there was also like a lot of things that you could do with it, I know most people might assume like author, or like journalist and all that stuff, or like columnist in like a paper or something. After a while, that changed to the major that I think a lot of people choose, psychology. So after I'd say like 2019, I was like really mentally burnt out. And I told myself maybe I should just take a semester or a year off and see how I feel. So I stopped in like a few months before the pandemic. And since then I have not gone back. I thought to myself that if I do, I should have a solid idea of what I want to do. I can't just be like flip-flopping and stuff like that, because it's something, that keeps a lot of people stuck. So yeah, that's about it for me. How about you, Richard?
We almost ended around the same time then, right?
Yeah.
Because I was,
You were what?
kind of around the same time.
Kind of around
maybe
the same
like maybe a couple months different, but yeah.
Yeah.
So me, same as Ian, we both graduated literally the same year, same school, same class, all that. I graduated. We graduated in 2013. Wait, so you and Omar graduated in the same year, no? Because you guys are both the same age.
Yeah, we graduated in.
Yeah, Omar. When did you graduate, Omar?
2014.
2014.
Oh, because he's in March.
March.
His birthday's March.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
But anyways, well, me and Ian, we graduated in 2013. Similar to you, and I also went to a 2-year community college, but I went to Harold Washington instead. And ever since, it was my interest in psychology. That was my initial major. Started since I was in junior year of high school when I took a psychology class, and my interest kind of began from there. Then later on, talking to certain counselors, kind of got that idea in me that was the career that I should go for, and kind of getting the speech that a lot of visually impaired and blind people do that type of job, and he was also disabled. And part of the same, I think, well, all three of us, me, Ian, and Jesus, all went to the same facility for people with visual impairments. A lot of the workers there have disabilities, so it was kind of like, oh, well, we're doing this. You could be doing it too because we're disabled. You're disabled. You could have the same job that we do. So that was kind of put on me. I switched around majors. I did criminal justice for, I want to say, like a year or two. I stretched out what is supposed to be a 2-year to almost 6 years of college. But I did get my associate's degree in social work. It was a rough experience, but we'll get into that a little bit later on. The reason why I stepped away, which was around, like I was, we were just talking about me and Jesus. I mean, we kind of stepped away from school around the same time because I stepped away officially 2020. It was my last semester, and I was like, yeah, I need a break. And then when I took the break, I was like, yeah, I don't think this is for me anymore. But fast forward to 2022 of last year, towards the end, I was going through some shit. I started a job. Then I got out of that job because it was not doing good for my mental health. But I didn't want to just be sitting around doing nothing, especially at like 28 years old. I've never been like that. So my thing was, okay, work didn't work out for the time being. Maybe I could go back to school. So that's what I ended up doing. And I somewhat finished one semester in a different college this time. But I ended up finding out that if I continued on with my education, it was gonna be out of pocket. And I was like, hell no. So that's why I stepped away completely. And I do plan in the future. But like what kind of already was said by the three of you guys, I want to make sure that the field that I'm going for and all the classes are working towards what I want. And I'm not just fucking wasting time, wasting energy, wasting money, especially money, into that. So probably in the same field, social work. That's always been one of my passions. With a minor either in criminal justice or anthropology also, but we will see about that. And